Hello everyone and welcome to World of Warcraft. Robert Rambles here and thank you so much for joining me today. Today we are on the PTR and I'm going to be showing you guys a few things with the new leveling experience. We're going to see Exile's Reach from the Horde side, and I know a lot of you guys have either been planning to come back to retail for Shadowlands or maybe you're coming into the game for the first time. And my biggest piece of advice for you guys is to really wait until the 9.0 patch releases, because in 9.0 you're going to get firstly this revised character creation screen with all the new customization options that we have available to us. And you're going to get the revised leveling experience that involves the level squish down to level 50, equivalent to the current level 120. And you're going to get to have the new starting area if you want, which is what we're going to take a look at today. Previously, I did a run on the Alliance side. We're going to go on the Horde side today. And I think we're just going to try out on an Orc Warrior here and see how that goes. Well, he looks sufficiently badass. Let's do some customization options so you can see the different kinds of things we can do with these guys. And all of these customization options will be available to existing characters, obviously, in the barbershop once the 9.0 patch does go live. But it's also present here currently now on the PTR, so a lot more options than we had previously. And a lot more options for eye color. I really like that we can now select our eye color independent of our face. That's been needed for quite some time. Yeah, I think that that'll work. We can have different scars, different amounts of grime. And we have a broken tusk. I didn't notice that. That's actually really cool. So we can have tattoos and war paint. That's a lot of stuff we can have going on. Let's go with that. Alright, I think that works. And we're going to do Exile's Reach today. And as an existing player, you'll have the option that you just saw where you can do Exile's Reach at level 1, or you can jump into your normal race's starting area.
You are a soldier of the mighty Horde. A disparate band of races united in their pursuit of freedom, honor, and glory. A Horde expedition sent to explore an uncharted island has recently gone missing. As a bold new recruit, you have joined a rescue mission departing from Orgrimmar. Find the lost expedition members and bring them home. For the Horde!
Alright, we know how to control our character, but if you didn't, it'd be a quick tutorial here.
Look sharp, recruit! We're almost to the island!
And everything, like it said, is a work in progress, so it is September 30th today. This is the PTR. The 9.0 patch might release next week, or it might release the week after that. Then this becomes a live part of the game. But for now, we're on the public test realm.
The Horde leaves no one behind.
We're nearing the island where the Horde's last expedition was lost. You need to be prepared for what's out there. Warm up on these combat dummies. Show me your strength.
Don't let your guard... We need to be ready for anything. Show me your skill in combat.
So all this is clearly intended for a new player who's possibly never played an MMO before. So we're getting walked through every aspect here of combat and gameplay, which I think is really good.
Next week! Rain? Our shaman said the skies would be clear.
Good, you've kept training since we set sail. I need to speak with the crew about this storm. Spar with Throg. He will assess your skills and decide on your role once we make landfall.
Stay sharp. Throg will spar with you for now. I must speak to the crew about the rain.
It's an ominous storm that is set in, unexpected. The seas are tumultuous.
We will save the expedition.
Loktar, nothing quite like a good fight in the rain. We will spar together and take the measure of your strength.
For the Horde. I'll take my position. Strike first and strike hard. The Horde leaves no one behind. Never run from your foe. Victory or death.
That's not bad
Always
advice.
face your enemy. I concede. Your strength will see our mission through.
And we've learned a new spell. We know how to charge now. Let's go ahead and put that here. I don't think it cares where we keybind it as long as we do so.
I'm here to help.
You show promise, warrior. Perhaps you, too, will find glory on the island.
Stand strong, stand proud. We will save the expedition.
You bring strength and honor to the Horde. Now we just... Wait, do you hear that?
Go with honor. Warlord, this storm will soon overwhelm us.
Soldiers, brace yourselves!
Are we braced? I don't think so. Oh, there she is.
We won't rest until the expedition has been found.
The ship won't make it to the island in one piece. Hold on to something and pray that the elements will spare us from a grim death at sea.
For the Horde!
And that's how we end up shipwrecked.
Recruit! You survived. We need to regroup at once. Stay focused on our mission.
The shore is littered with shipwrecks. This must be where the lost expedition crashed. We cannot begin our search until our soldiers are healed. There is no honor in leaving the fallen behind. Our medical supplies were stolen by the Murlocs. Slay the pest and recover our first aid kits.
Don't let your recover our supplies, but don't fight too many Murlocs at once. They're dangerous in packs.
That is true, and they run sometimes and can pull others. But we're going to charge right in.
I don't have a target.
We're also going to turn on auto loot, and I really wish it would walk you through some things like this, because you definitely want auto loot to be on at all times. And auto loot will also group loot, so any defeated enemies around you, when you loot one, if they're nearby, it will loot all of them. These are not aggressive, so charging in is not actually going to pull more of them.
It's too far away.
And this island, this beginning experience, will get us all the way to level 10. And you'll notice we'll level very quickly through this. And that's why I say to any of you who are thinking of coming back to the game or trying the game for the first time in retail, you should really wait for this 9.0 experience to be live. The time it takes to level is going to be significantly reduced compared to what it is today to level to 120.
We won't rest until the expedition has been found.
Excellent work. Let's get the survivors back on their feet. We must treat our wounded before we can begin searching for the missing expedition. Take this first aid kit and tend to the survivors. The Horde leaves no one behind.
For the Horde!
And so while you're doing this, if you're a new player, you're not only learning how
Quite the
to...
storm. Probably hit the first boat, too.
You're not only learning how to
Mark my
interact with the game,
words,
you're
that
learning
storm
about
was
the Horde,
unnatural.
or about the Alliance if you chose them. So you get a little bit of background on the mentality of the faction that you chose and how they interact with each other and their world. We could turn dialogue down a little bit. Music, it could probably go up a little bit. Something like that might be a little better. There we go. And now we need to run around healing all of these guys. Well, only 3 of them, I guess.
My thanks. We'll find the expedition
Stay
yet.
focused on our mission.
I saw a fire to the north of us. We're going to see if it was started by someone from the expedition. You're the newest of our recruits, so you're staying with me. Come, we move north.
Stay sharp. Danger surrounds us. You 3, search for more survivors. Recruit, you and I will push forward.
Something they added this 3D marker to the map, to the objective. So whatever objective you are currently tracking, you're going to have this 3D marker on your screen that kind of pops up here and tells you how far you are from your objective. It's something that has never been in the game before, and it's pretty interesting. We've got a tip here that's kind of off of our screen. They want us to open up a few things and equip the gear that we got. Let's go ahead and make them happy. We've equipped our new boots.
So hungry.
We have another new ability. Shield Slam. Slams a target with your shield, causing 21 physical damage. So hungry. They took everyone else. I be the last one.
The Horde leaves no one behind.
This is Wansa, a shaman who was with the expedition. She's dying of starvation, a death unfit for the Horde. Slay some of the nearby wildlife for their meat and cook it over the fire. Wansa can tell us what happened to the missing expedition after she eats.
Don't let your guard down.
You just said you'd be coming.
She's my daughter. Nothing could keep me from her. And as a soldier of the Horde, she knows we leave no one behind.
Leave no one behind. That's a core tenement of the Horde. I see an abandoned treasure chest up here. We're definitely going to go to that first. I don't know if those are out in the open for anyone to grab, or if it's just showing up for us, but we definitely want to get out here and take a look at what we have. This new zone is obviously simply beautiful, and it's a really good representation of what WoW looks like today. Whereas if you play through some of the older expansions, it doesn't always give you a good representation of how the game really looks in its current content. We have Hamstring, maims the enemy for 4 physical damage, reducing their movement speed, so we don't need that as often. Let's put that over on F5 is where I would like an ability like that to be. And we could fight some of these goats for their meat. If you attack an enemy that another player has also attacked, you'll both share the experience for it, and you'll both get to loot it regardless of whether or not they're in your party. So there's no target tagging that says once I tag a target, that target and its loot and its experience are mine. It just gets split up amongst those attacking it, and I believe for some enemies that it'll make them stronger. The more players who are attacking it will make the enemy stronger. I don't know if that is for every enemy or for just elites and named enemies, but I know it is something that does happen. We got a new belt. We're going to kit ourselves out here with some new gear pretty quickly. We need to find some sources of meat. We can see a bunch of players here trying out the new leveling experience for themselves.
I need to get closer.
Simple enough.
We got ambushed by the Quillboar.
Eat first. I won't let you starve to death.
Wansa quickly eats the meat that you have cooked. Looks like I'm not going to be knocking on Bonswandi's door after all. You best hurry. The Quillboar took Shuja and the rest of the expedition.
Stay focused on our mission.
Wansa said the Quillboar have kidnapped the missing expedition, including my daughter. The Quillboar will kill you if you're not prepared. They're much smarter and deadlier than murlocs. I won't see you die by their hands. We're going to spar one last time. When we are done, you will cleave a path straight through the Quillbore.
For the Horde!
Now we get some advanced training.
Quillbore pose a far greater threat than murlocs. You must be ready to face them in battle. Use charge to start the battle. Show your foe the fury. A warrior should always charge. Slam will spend some of your rage to deal damage. You can slam as long as you have enough rage.
And this is great because they're teaching you about your class's specific mechanics and abilities.
To get within striking distance. Well fought. Charge will build your rage and damage your enemies. One more time.
And this is something that the current game totally lacks.
You're ready to fight the Quillbore. Now we rescue our brethren.
We've already got that on our bar. It really wants us to put it in a certain spot, but we're going to ignore that for now.
The Horde leaves no one behind. Stay sharp. Danger surrounds us.
We got to get the others back.
The Quillbore kidnapped the rest of the expedition and took them north. They said they're gonna use the expedition for some sort of sacrifice. You gotta head north as fast as you can to stop them.
The survivors be counting on us.
We'll head north to see what the others have found. Wansa, rest and regain your strength before joining us.
I'll be seeing you soon then. Your daughter be right to count on you.
The Horde never abandons its soldiers. I will not abandon her.
Ah, good, you're here. The Quillbore are conducting some foul ritual. Of course, you come to me for aid.
I have good news and most unfortunate news. Down with the Quillbore. I have discovered that the Quillbore are performing a necromantic ritual on a survivor from the missing expedition. The ritual is being performed by one of the tribe's leaders, Geolord Grekog. Slay Grekog and save the survivor. Show this brute that the Horde is not to be trifled with. And forbidden Quillbore necromancy. Quillbore are savage and violent. I had thought the practice of necromancy beyond them. Obviously, we cannot allow them to continue their rituals, and certainly not on members of the Horde. Slay the Quillbore in the den. They must learn the fatal error of their ways.
Remember the day you met me.
We move, now. Those monsters have my daughter.
Shuja? I saw no sign of her. Perhaps she evaded capture.
One can hope. She rarely acts with such caution.
The Eternal Sun guides us.
I need a target. It's too far away.
And for Kill Quest, it's perfectly fine to help another player out by attacking their mob. I don't think anybody minds now that we all get to share the loot and the experience, and of course it counts towards the quest.
Death to the outsiders! Intruders! You will be our next sacrifice. Survive.
Oh, you're in for it now, pal.
I'm out of range.
At this point, we could take on quite a few of these guys without being in a lot of danger. At least we can on the warrior. I'm not sure if other classes that's exactly the same. Alright, we need to head up here to fight the Geolord. But we need to take care of this warrior first, and looks like someone just defeated the Geolord, so we will be waiting for him to respawn, unfortunately. In the meantime, we can hang out at his creepy purple fire altar. But this might be a good time just to get some more combat experience.
It's too far away.
And some more actual experience, because we're pretty close to leveling to level 5.
Witness our power!
There's some kind of rare spawn over here. We should definitely go grab him. Ogre Overseer.
No sacrifice!
Definitely a good way to kill time while we wait for him to respawn. It looks like the Geolord is back up. Hopefully we can get over there before another player gets him.
Ritual.
We did find a new cloak. We'll go ahead and equip that. We had no cloak on at all, it seems.
Intruder! You will be our next sacrifice!
We can't interrupt that, so he's going to hit us with Earthbolt there.
Oh, you're in for it now, pal. And that's why I always bet on the Horde. Let's scram!
And we got another new ability. This time we have Victory Rush. Strikes the target, causing 11 damage and healing you for 10% of your maximum health. Usable only within 20 seconds after you've killed an enemy that yields honor or experience. So that will help us chain our combats and our kills together. It looks like we rescued the goblins, so let's head back to our little camp here. On the way, we'll stop and get this Quillbore treasure, if we can.
I need to get closer.
It looks like everybody can loot it, so he just looted it, but that doesn't take it away. We can still get in there. We got some dented bracers. Better than no bracers at all, I always say.
You must be Warlord Brekka, Soldier's mother. She always said you'd save our hides.
We're not safe just yet. Where are the others?
No idea, but I got a way to find out.
Alright, well, tell us about this
Ready
way.
to make some gold?
You sure got some guts. I respect that. I joined this expedition thinking it'd be a quick and easy way to make a little profit, but now with all this necromancy and crazy ogres, maybe I can make a lot of profit.
Take it sleazy.
Mithron Dawn Tracker.
A fine
At your
job.
service.
The Quillbore seem to be keeping their distance. Perhaps they learned their lesson.
Shurelaran.
It's doubtful that they've learned any permanent lessons.
Time is money, friend.
You're looking for Shuja Grimax, right? Gotta tell ya, she's kinda intense. Always going on about using her own strength to get ahead. But you're in luck, cause I'm the one goblin who can help you find her and the rest of the expedition. Feast your eyes on this fancy device here. Stole it off a gnome, improved on it, and made it my own. I call it the Choppy Booster MK5. Use it to find Shuja and the others.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Okay, some kind of drone
This
it looks
is
like.
a tiny version of the Choppy Booster Mark V. Just let me enlarge it. Okay, might have overdone it a bit. Hold on. Perfect! It ain't pretty, but it gets the job done.
That sounds about right for goblins.
Can you hear me, recruit? Looks like the camera's working like a charm.
If it has a camera, then why does someone need to be up there?
I need a backup plan, in case your recruit gets dropped like a rock.
Oh good.
Is this thing still on? Hey, pal! You accepted all liability by agreeing to this.
Be quiet! I see something!
We will take your soul and raise the dragon from the dead!
Cowards! Soon you will face the full might of the Horde!
Ha! Our dragon will crush them! We have other rituals to oversee.
They do have a dragon.
Savor the final moments of your life.
They're bringing a dragon back from the dead? Is it too late for us to run?
We do not run when our people need us. Find us a way through all of those undead.
Hey, you say jump, I provide the rocket boots. How about a giant boar?
Whatever you do, make it quick. My daughter's life is at stake.
A giant boar sounds better than us having to fight all of them. Let's go with giant boar.
You need it? I got it.
I call this gadget the Resizer. It's what I use to unshrink the Choppy Booster MK5. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I got, at best, a passing understanding of how this thing works. That means I'm going to be pushing a lot of buttons to see what happens. I'm sure we'll figure out how to upsize one of those boars. Then we'll use it to trample on those undead goons. You hold the resizer while I fiddle with it. Then just press the button and hope for the best.
I'll be seeing you later. Well, I promised a giant boar. Now we just gotta deliver.
Yeah, let's go find a boar and we'll just click some buttons and see what happens.
I can't use that item yet.
Huh. That ain't right.
At least it looks like a Ghostbusters Proton Pack in the World of Warcraft
Try it
universe.
now.
Alright, let's try it again. Hopefully they don't explode into meat bits. Well, meat
Who
bits.
needs a giant boar when we can do that?
Yeah,
Try it again.
I think we still should have a giant boar.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Let's get back to Grimmax.
Did that do what we wanted? Because I saw it shoot it 5 times to death. But I guess it's fine.
We won't rest until the expedition has been found.
So the giant boar was a fool's errand, and you turned the device into a weapon instead. Good work. Let's see if you can pull this off.
For the Horde!
Time is money, friend.
I got the perfect plan. You're gonna ride the choppy booster MK5 and blast those walking cadavers from the sky. I hereby dub the resizer the Redeather. We're gonna show them where the undead belong. Except for our undead. They're totally fine. Anyway, hop on the choppy booster MK5 and I'll pilot it. Once we save Shuja Grimmax, we'll blast our way to all the other survivors.
Take it sleazy. When you blow up those zombies, remember that my proprietary invention made it happen.
Alright, here we go. First vehicle quest of the game. Basically, click one over and over, lay down template, repeat, succeed. We're gonna aim for all the big guys and take every one of them down.
I need to get closer.
Uh-oh. Hey, remember that little talk we had about liability? It looks like that rig is about to, explode.
Mother, I failed. The Horde. Hang on, Shuja! Recruit with me! Loktar Ogre!
Alright, here we go. It looks like we are heading in to take on Torgok. And he actually took some health out of us.
Ogre. Let's check on Shuja. Mother.
But we got all of our health
I tried
back.
to stop the ogres on my own, but I failed. My strength was not enough. Shuja, the Horde is strong, not when we fight alone, but when we stand united. Now, tell me what's happened here.
Alright, well, let's equip our neck piece. It's our first green item that actually has some stats on it. Stamina, critical strike, and haste. Rough engravings glow with latent power. And let's hear her story.
The Horde will be victorious.
She looks like either a shaman or some kind of caster. Thank you, stranger. I failed the Horde. I was not strong enough to stop this threat on my own.
Strength as you command. Honor. The ogres are using necromancy to raise a dragon from the dead. They need sacrifices like us to fuel their magic. They're about to start a ritual that will... It's already begun. They're going to use the life force they've gathered to reanimate the dragon. Then we must take action. Remember that when we band together, the Horde can conquer any challenge.
I love that we get to be in the
Bring an
cutscene.
end to these rituals.
That's awesome.
Before the ogres can complete them. Loktar Ogre!
And we look sufficiently badass enough to actually be in the cutscene with characters, so that's good too. We got a new axe. Looking pretty good. Okay. And there's another quest here behind us. Well, I guess we've set up a little camp over here, actually. No, we're not jumping over that.
Stay focused on our mission.
Provisioner Jin Hockey managed to recover some other supplies from the shipwreck. I want you to see if he has anything you could use before we move to stop these rituals. Purchase any item from the provisioner and sell any of your items.
Stay sharp.
So just
Danger
teaching you
surrounds us.
about vendors and how to interact with vendors and selling your bags, junk, and buying any gear that you need. So another thing obviously intended for new players, but absolutely necessary for someone who's never played an MMO before and wants to feel successful and knowledgeable while they start the game. We could sell these, we could sell this, we could sell basically everything. And we can get a Horde tabard, which is what it wants us to do.
Later.
I don't usually wear tabards, but we'll throw this one on for now. Looks pretty good.
The Horde leaves no one behind.
And it looks like we got a standard issue knapsack as an additional bag.
I'm here to help.
A warrior's end. You've grown stronger since we sparred on the boat. You may one day become a warrior of great renown. Speaking of which, I encountered a ghost on the bridge to the north that demands to meet a true warrior. Perhaps you can see what it wants. It did not seem hostile. It might even be willing to help us. A strange
spirit of an
warrior
ancient warrior
ghost.
must have much to teach you. Learn it well.
That's possible. Let's see what this quest is back here, though. From Lena Jordan at Forsaken.
Welcome to the party.
Westward bound. Warlord Grimax wants us to search west of here for the site of the next ritual. We could use your help. I've already died once. It's not an experience I'd care to repeat.
Never a dull moment. Let's see if we can find one of those rituals.
We'll do that, but I kind of want to take on a warrior's end first, so we'll head this way for now. We'll grab the quest over here from Shuja, and then we'll head north to speak to the spirit of a warrior.
I will do whatever it takes.
The happy problem. You have my thanks for saving me. I swear to not show such weakness again. The ogres are planning to sacrifice the rest of the expedition to fuel the ritual that will raise the dragon. It seems one of the survivors was taken to the hills north of here. Bo scouted ahead to investigate. Come, we'll see what he has found.
Be vigilant.
Alright, so just setting everybody up for the next phase here.
Meet me there.
Will do. We will meet you there. For now, we will go up here across the bridge. I really can't get over how gorgeous this starting zone is. And that's me fanboying a little bit. Sorry about that.
Is there no one who can grant me glory in death?
Oh, there's always someone. Jalmar the Undying. Is he a Vikrul? That's what it looks like.
Have you come to challenge me?
He's definitely an ancient Vikrul spirit. You are no hero of myth and legend, but I see potential within you. Stand still and I shall share with you my mightiest technique. And then I implore you to end my suffering.
End my suffering!
Well, we have Execute now. And apparently we have to use it on this guy. I actually want that...
I can't attack that.
Where do I want that? Let's put that on F1.
Speak, warrior.
You now wield my most powerful skill, young warrior. Now use it to finish me. These ogres trapped my spirit here long ago for daring to defy them. Only through a glorious death will I finally be allowed to rest. It is the only way I will see my brothers and sisters in the afterlife.
I seek my final death.
Okay, let's do it.
Yes, let us fight as true warriors.
I'm assuming he's not just going to let us execute him, that there's going to be an actual battle, so...
Have you come to challenge me? Show me your strength. Now, use execute and end this. At last.
Oh, we're on it. So execute, we use it to finish the foe, causing up to 91 physical damage. We can only use it when the enemy has less than 20% of their total health. Where do we want to go first? Let's head over to the east here. And then we could head back down south.
They seem to have captured a forsaken prisoner for their ritual. Persistence can win any battle.
I have found the missing member of the expedition, but we have many problems to deal with first. Harpy Culling. The harpies seem to be in league with the ogres. Many of them are gathering to attack our camp. We must thin their numbers and thwart their attempts to eliminate us. Perhaps they will learn it is best to leave the Horde be. Purge the totems. The harpies have placed vile totems throughout the area to attain more power. We must destroy those totems in order to debilitate our foes. Take this torch and burn any totems you see. It is wise to weaken one's enemy before the fight even begins.
Stay ready.
Can't argue with that.
We must rescue the others.
The harpies plan to sacrifice the expedition's mage, forsaken by the name of Herbert Gloomburst. Our foes seek to use this vile necromancy even on the undead. Herbert's ethics are questionable, but he always strives to serve the Horde. We'll need his magic to stop the ogres. Let's move.
Elements guide you.
Alright, we have a few things to do.
A path straight through these harpies.
Alright. Do that. You guys go ahead. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna see what this quest is down here that we have seemed to miss. Let's check this out. There's a light spawn down here. What could he have for a warrior to do?
I am light incarnate.
Ah, you are not in league with the ogres. Please, you must aid me. I have been bound against my will by dark magic. I ask only that you free me. Take a piece of my light. Use it to dispel the necromantic energies that are keeping me captive.
Will I dispel the foul magic that binds me here?
Okay. So, do we just... what do we...
I defend the light.
Use my light to dispel the necromantic energy. Oh, he gave us light. Did he give us... I thought he gave us something, but I'm not seeing it. Let's... It's not a spell. Oh, okay. We need to click these in a certain order. Simple enough. Head to the marker on your map.
To these rituals. But the ogres ensnared me, drained my power. Free me so I might recover and pass some of my power to you.
That sounds good.
The spell is weakening. The light returns. Freedom.
You have my thanks.
You have my gratitude.
I must leave this world, but I wish you luck. Take my blessing. May it aid you against these monsters. Okay, a speed boost spell, that's...
May the light accept my blessing and end the necromancy that plagues this island.
Still not... Oh, it's just a buff that goes on us. For some reason, I kept thinking it was going to be an activatable. We just get a 10-minute buff to increase our movement speed, which is pretty good, because otherwise here we're stuck walking everywhere. Obviously, we don't get a mount yet. Let's take on some of these harpies. And while we're here, we'll burn these totems. And we'll use shield block to block melee attacks that come against us. So every time shield block is off cooldown, if we have a shield equipped, which we do, we should be using shield block. Let's check out this chest over here. And we got our first interrupt. They're probably going to run us through a tutorial with that soon, but that'll interrupt any cast or abilities that the enemy is doing against us. We still need a few more harpies from this area. We don't need the wargs. Or, well, we do, because they are cohorts of the harpies. So they'll work just as well, apparently. We're not going to get to those because they're running off in the opposite direction, and we are very slow. I was hoping we could squeeze down in there, but we're not squeezing anywhere as an orc. There we go.
I can always go for seconds.
Well, that was like a one-hit kill.
I need to get closer.
I will savor your flesh.
Something big is coming this way.
Then we slay it together for the Horde!
Well, you guys can wait for us. We're going to help too.
It's too far from me.
Power comes through focus.
Let's make ourselves scarce, shall we?
A fine idea.
Necromancy! It's insane, right?
Thanks for the save. They must be desperate for sacrifices if they wanted to use someone who's already dead. If anyone is going to drain my life essence to use in a forbidden ritual, it's going to be me.
Stay moderately safe.
An alert mind is a strong mind.
The harpies seem to be retreating to their roost. That should give us time to stop the ogres.
Maintain your balance.
A new belt. Perfect. The wardrobe is slowly coming together.
The Horde will be victorious.
Perhaps my mother was right. Together we stood against the harpies and claimed victory. Now let us return with Herbert in tow. We're one step closer towards thwarting the ogres and their plans to revive that dragon.
Strength and honor. Well fought. We're one step closer to crushing those pitiful ogres.
I don't want to miss any of the character text, dialogue.
The Horde leaves no one behind. Go with honor.
We won't rest until the expedition has been
It's good to see you all back in one piece. You are testament to the Horde's strength of will. Let's hope Gloomburst is as powerful as he is unhinged.
Don't let your guard down.
Huron's barrow. Looks like spiderwebs. Looks like spiderwebs. I hate giant spiders, so...
I wonder if this island will kill me. Again.
A giant pit filled with necrotic energy and spiders. I used to hate spiders. Now that I'm Forsaken, I don't think they're all that bad. They will still definitely kill you, though. Who lurks in the pit? There's a whole lot of necrotic energy coming from this pit. I'm guessing a ritual is being performed down there, and that means a sacrifice. Do you hear that? I've got the best hearing around ever since I got this new ear sewn onto me. It sounds like there are some more of our soldiers trapped down there, probably all wrapped up. Wansa and I will stay up here and help anyone who gets out. Yeah, you guys go ahead and just stay where it's safe.
You're the only hope those survivors have left. No pressure.
And make sure you be stopping that ritual.
Oh, of course. Yeah, we'll take care of all of it. We got it. We're only a new recruit. We can handle all of this. It's absolutely fine. Take the long way down and fight these spiders. And we're going to rescue some trapped expedition members.
I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
Ugh, God, they're all just hanging there.
It's too far away.
I love the subtle overtones going on in the music right now. There we go.
I know the target.
A rescue party. Earth Mother, guide their path.
I don't have a target.
I will harvest your life force, and then those who sealed me in here shall burn.
That's the definition of having unfinished business. Let's send this guy into the afterlife.
You will be kindling for the flame.
We could stop that with our interrupt. There we go.
If I die,
Uh-oh.
Thank you, friend. I will bear us to safety. Hop on.
Okay, sounds great. Okay, that's better.
Anshe, watch over and protect us.
Not a lot for us to do here. just a quick way out of the cave that is apparently exploding, catching on fire, and collapsing all around us. It's lucky that it was a druid down here,
ruin to this place.
and not somebody else. Because we never would have got out in time.
Oh, good. You made it out.
Don't sound too excited.
You did good saving the survivors and killing the spiders.
Those spiders had their rightful home destroyed. They deserved better.
Well, if you be putting it that way.
You have a problem with spiders, Wansa?
You seen the spiders we trolls be dealing with? Sure, you'll not be a fan of them either.
I can definitely understand. I'm not a fan of spiders, so I get it.
Stay focused on our mission.
Krenna Earthdaughter will be vital to our cause. Her connection to nature will help us understand what the ogres have done to this island. The last remaining survivor is being held within the ogre's citadel. Krenna and Herbert have a plan to get us inside. A small group of us will gather up north. You're coming with us. If we fail here, the ogres will raise the dragon from the dead. We won't let that happen.
Stay sharp. Danger. Recruit. We push forward. The rest of you, hold this position. The Horde leaves no one behind.
Dark Maul Citadel looms ahead. Herbert's proposal plan is unconventional. We need to get into Dark Maul Citadel, rescue the last survivor, and stop the Ogre Necromancer behind all of this. Herbert and Krenna are going to cast a spell to make you look like an ogre, and then you're going to take us in as your prisoners. We do not have the strength to launch a full-scale assault, so this will have to do.
For the Horde!
Sounds like a tried and true plan.
Experimentation?
Let's go ahead and turn ourselves into an ogre.
A willing test subject. Such a rare find.
Good. Now act like an ogre and get us inside. Don't speak. Just smile and wave. The dumber you look, the better.
Agreed. I'm glad we still have a tiny little shield on.
More sacrifices! Go to cooking pit! Wave at Gorgoth! Show what you got!
Keep moving. See if we can learn anything about the ritual.
What do we have here? All the sacrifices we thought we lost.
Convenient for you, isn't it? Alright. Do we drop them off to him? Oh, we have to slash wave. We have to wave at him. Type slash wave. I guess that's teaching you about emotes if you're a new player.
We'll seal them with the wardstones like we did their leader. It is time to complete the ritual atop the citadel. Then all will bow before us.
We were very rude. He wasn't finished. We walked away. It's fine. We're not that bright, so...
Warlord Thunderwalker, we have to destroy those seals, now! Raw strength won't be enough. We need to end the spell. We won't rest until the expedition has been found.
Warlord Thunderwalker won't last much longer. Soon, his life essence will be completely drained. Gorgoroth mentioned that they are keeping him captive through the use of wardstones. I want you to recover these wardstones and bring them here so we can release Thunderwalker.
Don't let your guard find them and use them to free the warlord.
And then we have catapult destruction.
Magic?
Did you see the catapults lined up on the way over here? Seems like the ogres are planning to hurl who knows what at our camp. Good thing I came prepared. Cork gave me some of his explosives as a contingency plan. I was going to save them for some enemies back in Orgrimmar, but I suppose you should use them here instead.
See you around.
I will do whatever it takes.
This is worse than I thought. The ogres were counting on us to stage a rescue attempt. It seems that they plan to attack our camp while they near completion of the ritual. We can't let that happen. Crush the ogres. Show them the strength of the Horde.
Be vigilant.
Alright, bomb the catapults, kill the ogres, find the stones. We are on it. A lot to do. A lot to do. Another musical track change to match the overall mood and what's going on. Very nice. Let's start over here in the corner, then we can kind of maybe work our way around. Seems okay. See a catapult up ahead. And these guys have the ward stones.
Invader! Me smash good!
We're gonna not stand in that. Whirlwind, okay, always good to get out of if we can.
Me get smashed!
Yes, you did. Assuming we don't want to be by those when they explode either. Ah, the music is great. We do need to be fighting some more regular ogres. That's true.
Me failed.
Glad these guys are all taking a nap.
We keep sacrifice. You know, stop it.
We're gonna interrupt that shadow bolt. There we go.
We speak too soon.
I love it. It's corny, but it's okay. It's supposed to have some comedy, because WoW often has a little bit of comedy interwoven into it. And that's perfectly alright. Nothing should take itself too seriously. I was hoping we'd get some more ogres down here in this main area, but they've either all been cleared out or maybe they never were to begin with. Can we do a /who here? We can, but it's showing a 0, so I'm not sure if that's accurate or not. It could be. It's not accurate. I see another player here, so... Well, we'll take on this brood over here first.
Wag!
He was a man of few words. Now we just need any ogres at all. Like, you know, 6 more of them would be great. Perfect even. Any ogres down here? No, not yet. I have to assume that they've just been cleared out by other players, and not that there were never any spawned at all. We can head out here a ways, beyond the wall. They're all very sleepy. We must have come right at Ogre nap time.
It's too far away. I need to target something first.
We have a whirlwind now. Alright, not sure if we'll pull enough enemies to really make use of that. It's going to unleash a whirlwind of steel, striking up to 5 nearby targets for 24 physical damage. So that's an AoE ability. So far we've been fighting 1 or 2 enemies at a time. Not sure if that's going to change yet, but it would in the future. Oh, here we go. Here's some respawns.
You no stop awakening!
Let's get out from inside of the rock. I didn't want to rush in and pull all these boars as well. Didn't seem necessary.
You no stop awakening!
And that's all 8. Let's go disable the runes now, with the stones that we collected. And we might get to take a few of these guys on along the way who've respawned for us.
Boss say you too late!
Turn these in first.
Interested in some experimentation?
We must rescue the others.
We'll equip our gear. Obviously really important to do before saving this guy.
You have my thanks, but we must still end the ogre's ritual.
Peace, friend.
These were the ward stones used to bind me. Perhaps even the ogres have heard my tales of my strength. Perhaps. Thank you for the aid, but saving me will not stop the ogres. They already have enough life essence to complete the ritual. Gorgrosh seeks to raise a powerful dragon, Ravnir, from the dead. He's collected enough life essence to attempt to finish the ritual, even if it means Ravnir will not be at her full strength. Gorgroth will not stop until he is slain. You must storm the citadel and slay Gorgroth before he can complete the ritual. I would charge in beside you, were I not still recovering from his dark magic.
Ancestors watch over.
It's a likely excuse. It wants us to use the dungeon finder to enter Maul Citadel, so here we are getting a tutorial if we are not familiar with it. We can't tank, and that's a little sad. We can only DPS. But yeah, let's go ahead and use the dungeon finder to quickly find a group. I don't think this puts us into a group with actual players. I think it's just a tutorial and it's going to use the NPCs, but I could be wrong about that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just going to use the NPCs, but it shows a new player what using the looking for dungeon tool will be like. And that's really important for new
I'll
players.
keep the ogres focused on me while you strike them down.
Fair enough. We could tank as well, but we won't do that now. We will interrupt though. Well, these guys are elites, so maybe that's why the NPC wanted to tank for us. They can deal significantly more damage than the regular guys.
We've slain almost all of them. Keep fighting!
All this necrotic energy. The ritual must nearly be complete.
That's what they keep telling us. So basically a one boss little dungeon. Executed.
That's one of Gorgroth's bodyguards. What's
So
our plan
maybe
of
a
attack?
two-boss dungeon.
You strike first. I'll charge in after you.
Yeah, we got this.
Let none stand in our way.
Make sure to use our shield block to
I'll
stop
draw
some
his
incoming
attention.
damage.
Shoot ya! Heal our wounds.
As you command. Loktar!
We dodged that just in time, it seems. We will definitely get out of the way.
Never see Gorgroth win.
And we got a new one-handed sword.
Keep moving. Gorgroth must be close.
Very cool looking. Oh, they went up here. That makes sense. Let's go. Now we can use Whirlwind. Like so. And we're gonna dodge the purple swirlies.
Gorgroth! Prepare to join your precious dragon in death!
Puny vermin, you will not stop the ritual. Not after all we have done.
Just a quick whirlwind to take all those guys down, and now for the main course.
Ravnir will destroy you all.
Strike now! For the Horde!
Interrupted. We're gonna move out of that.
We will be the final sacrifice.
Alright, he sacrificed
He's completing
himself.
the ritual. Did we stop him?
Doesn't look like it. He turned a weird gray color, so probably not.
Foolish ogre! You have given me nowhere near enough power!
Let's get out of the breath attack. There we go.
Victory or death!
Pathetic mortal! breaths will nourish me.
We don't want to stand at the back or the front, because we don't want to get breathed on or tail whipped. But we're getting wing buffeted to the sides, so... don't know. And we got a trinket.
Ha! The ogres and their dragon lie dead at our feet, and the skies shine clear upon our victory. Recruit! Let me know when you're ready to leave this place.
Oh, I think we're ready.
Find a way back to Orgrimmar. For the Horde.
And that is going to be the level 1 to 10 experience. We'll hit level 10 right here.
They would find us.
Once we turn this last bit in.
Blood and thunder, soldiers! We've been trying to push our way past the storm.
The Horde leaves no one behind.
Victory for the Horde. It is time we return to Ogrimmar as heroes and conquerors. Level 10. We are done here. Let's return to Ogrimmar. When you're ready, hop on one of the wyverns. It's time to go home.
Don't let your guard down. Mount a wyvern and fly home
A wyvern.
to Orgrimmar.
A wyvern, not a wyvern.
Glory awaits us.
Look at that helmet. That is actually pretty cool looking. We're gonna get our chest piece to match all this as soon as we get back to Orgrimmar. So let's head out. I have to say, a very, very cool experience if you're coming into the game brand new, you've never played WoW before, or maybe it's been years since you played. This is pretty great.
To think those brutes could wield such magic. If only I had more time to study it.
I am glad that you do not. This island must be allowed to heal.
I like getting the different perspectives from
Look,
the different
on the
classes
horizon,
and races.
One of our gunships. An impressive display of the Horde's strength. Those ogres would do well to run and hide.
You get to learn
Come,
about
recruits.
the personalities of the different races on the Horde. And see how even the classes differ in their ideologies. I think it makes the game more immersive to somebody who's coming into it. And immersion is great because immersion in a story or a narrative or in your characters or in the lore is definitely something that's going to keep people playing longer than just relying on gameplay systems.
Orgrimmar, bulwark of the mighty Horde. Standing as a symbol of pride and resilience, it is here that its citizens gather to barter goods and muster their strength. Their longtime rival, the Imperious Alliance, poses a relentless threat. But no foe can hope to stand against the fearless soldiers of the Horde. Though the orcs came to this world seeking conquest, your people now stand proudly amongst its greatest champions. Azeroth faces countless threats. Bold heroes are needed to rise up and defend her. For the Horde!
I like how it did a good job of framing the Horde or the Alliance as as bad guys and giving the Horde a positive framework, because obviously that's how it is when you're on a faction. You see the right of your faction's ways, and then you see the outside faction as someone who threatens that. So very good, especially because new players would be going right into the Battle for Azeroth expansion after this. They would be sent right into Battle for Azeroth. As an experienced player, we'd have the option after this to level through any expansion that we wanted. It's good to be back in Orgrimmar. I must report to the War Chief, but I know what you can do in the meantime. Let's equip our wonderful new chest piece and check ourselves out here. We are looking pretty good for a fresh level 10 Fresh level 10s have probably never looked so good, so that's awesome. Welcome to Ogrimmar. The war chief will be waiting for our mission report from Exile's Reach. I must deliver it at once. For now, Cork Fizzlepop will show you around the city. Ogrimmar has much to offer, so explore it as you see fit. I'll send for you once I've given my report to the war chief. I think from here, we get our mount.
I must report to the war chief. Cork will show you around the city.
I like how we're echoing in this chamber here. Yeah, I think from here we get our mount.
You need it? I got it.
Long time no see, am I right? Warlord Grimmax asked me how to show you the sights, so let's go. Ogrimmar's a big city, way too big to explore on foot. Warlord Grimmax has arranged for you to receive a mount to help you get around. She said to speak with Rohaka at the stables, but I can't seem to remember the way there. Don't worry, all we need to do is ask a guard for directions. If you ever need help finding something, the city guards will show you where to go.
Pleasure doing business with you.
So yeah, from here we would get our mount.
That guard can point us to the stables.
Probably have a few more things tutorialized for us, and then from here, as an experienced player, you'd be able to pick your expansion, where you want it to level for your 10 to 50 experience, and then of course, once Shadowlands is out, you would do 50 to 60 in the Shadowlands. So that is the new leveling experience. Anyone who is wanting to get back into the game, I would recommend waiting for this 9.0 patch to hit the live servers so that you can have that faster leveling experience. You could pick the expansion that you want to level in, whether that's BFA for getting the story content leading into Shadowlands, or maybe you want to go back like I want to and play some Wrath of the Lich King or even Mist of Pandaria. You'll be able to do your level 10 to 50 experience in the expansion of your choosing. I think this is where we're going to stop this one for today. As always, thank you guys for being here and thank you for all the support. If you're interested in upcoming Shadowlands content, including a leveling experience and eventually the playthrough of the Shadowlands expansion and all of its content, consider subscribing to the channel and maybe ringing the bell and giving us a like. It really helps me out. With that, take care of yourselves out there in the real world and take care of each other. And hopefully we will see you back in Azeroth real soon. Bye now.